Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I'm going to show you how I make my own DIY pin loops for my planner. I've been making my pin loops like this for quite a while now, and it works great for everything, especially little books that you put in your traveler's notebooks, or even I have put them on dividers in my Filofax. And I think I'm going to actually add one to my Happy Planner cover so that I have a pin loop on there. But what's great about them is that when you're done, like when I'm finished with this book, I can just remove it. I remove the staple and take it off, and I can put it on a new one and use it on the new book and then archive the book. So what I use to make these is 3/4 inch elastic, and this is just the ribbed elastic that I use, or you can use just the regular elastic in the white. This is a 1-inch elastic, but I like this 3/4 inch, and I like black because it usually matches with everything and it doesn't get dirty. The white would be good and it probably would match, but it would get dirty and that would kind of drive me crazy over time. So that's why I use the black. So I have the elastic, and of course you need scissors and a stapler, and that's pretty much it. You might also want to have a lighter because whenever you cut, you might want to just burn the edges so that the elastic does not ravel, and I will show you how to do that whenever I finish making it. So I am going to grab a book and make my own pen holder and show you how I do it. For this one, I'm going to add the pin holder to my Happy Planner cover, and I'm sorry if there's a glare on here from the lights, but what I do is I just eyeball it first and measure my pin in there to try to get an idea of where I want it to be. You can make them bigger for big fat pens, and that's what I like about that. So I'm going to cut it right there, just like that. Put that aside, and I like to just kind of give this a flagged edge instead of straight by cutting it that way. And I'm going to take my lighter and kind of just burn those edges, and it seals it off so it doesn't ravel. Just a little. Then we take it, add it to the planner, remeasure the pin in there, make sure it's going to hold, and that's where you want it. You don't want it too tight. You want to be sure that your pen goes in there easily, but you don't want it too loose because you don't want your pen wobbling around too much. So I'm going to take that out. I want it right there. Now here's the tricky part. You got to get your stapler in there and just staple it down. We'll see if we get this right the first time. Sometimes I have to go over it again, and that did not work. See? We'll try it again. Actually, I'm going to take the cover off and do this. So we're going to try this again. I pulled out my other stapler. It's my long arm stapler, and I'm going to try to get it with this one, see if it staples better. It's this Happy Planner cover because it's so thick and laminated. It doesn't want to go. I don't have this problem doing it on cardstock, but that looks good right there. And I am going to put it in here and staple it down. There we go. Perfect. Now, if you don't like that shiny right there, you can always go over that with like a black Sharpie marker and cover it up so it's not quite so shiny. It takes that shine off, but that doesn't bother me. I like being able to have my pen right there. So I have my pen on my Happy Planner. And if you don't want to use this, you can take it off by just unhooking the staples in the back, just pulling them apart. Pop this thing off and you're good to go. You can use this elastic on something else and just keep reusing it. So it's not permanent. You can take it off of there. I love doing this. It is so cost effective. I do not like buying pin loops. I will purchase a pin loop if I'm ordering like from Erin Condren because they're relatively inexpensive and it's nice to have those. You can just stick it right on. And I tend to move those around too, even though it tears my books a little bit, but that's okay. because I do have one somewhere in one of my books. I do have an Erin Condren pin loop, but this way I can make the pin loop any size I want. Actually, I can put a real skinny pin. I can make one for a skinny pin, but most of my pins are about this size, and they are the 5-barrel pins because I like to have several different colors of ink, so that works great for me. So if you guys have any questions about this or how I do it, just put it below. I will have links to the elastic in the description if you're not sure where to get it or what type that I use. It may not be the exact kind of elastic, but it'll be very similar, and you can get that probably from Amazon. I'll put some Amazon links down there, but this is a great way to add your pin loops and not be out a whole lot of money, because you can buy this elastic for just a few dollars and have enough to make several pin loops. It's totally worth the money. Put your questions below. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.